Try first and review. Ready, set, go. Every story has a setting and character. Setting tells us character is the story. In the introduction, the author needs to make them come alive. Once the author makes them come alive, then there's a problem. Once the character has a problem, then they set a goal. What are you going to do to solve your problem? Once they set a goal, they go through steps, actions, events, episodes to solve their problem. That's called the plot. Ready? To make the plot more interesting, we can add a twist. We can add a what? Twist. We can add crisis, tragedy, or obstacles. Okay, now, let's go back and I'm going to tell you a story that I just read with middle school kids also. There's the dad and his 3 kids. And they are going to be out in the wilderness. The problem that they're having is all with each other. All they do is fight, 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 fight. So the dad sets a goal and says, that's it. We're going to become a family again. I'm sick of all this fighting. So they go on a rafting trip for the summer. Do you know what the rafting trips are? Where you have the big raft and you go down the river and you ride the currents. Okay? So he decided if we do that, we'll learn how to get along together again. So we're in the story. Suddenly there's a crisis. The dad falls off the raft, breaks his leg on a boulder. The leg is broken so badly it actually comes out of his skin. Ooh, it's really gross. And he's hanging onto the raft, and the kids start facing their own fears. And you start hearing their thoughts like, oh no, we're going to die, our dad's hurt, what's going to happen to us? Because no one's around. They're on their own out there. And then they start facing each other. They have problems with each other. They start yelling at each other. What are you doing? You're going to hurt Dad. Oh, no. And they start fighting. And finally the dad says, if you don't stop and you don't try working together, we are going to have a problem out here. So then they start to work together. They pull the dad out of the river. They find 2 long branches, wrap around a vine around the leg to put a splint on there and put him on the boat. And they float down the river. And we thought, whew. That must be the end of the story. But it wasn't. Everyone, put your hands up in the air and we're going to go like this. The turning point in the story!
The turning point in the story!
The most suspenseful part!
The most suspenseful part!
So just when we thought everything was okay, then all of a sudden we have this, oh no! The turning point. The most suspenseful part. This is it! Your last chance to solve your problem. So let's put somebody at the top like, oh no! Is this the end of the story, guys? No. Is this the end?
No.
No. It's the most suspenseful part. It's the turning point. This is called the climax. So they're floating down the river. What would the turning point be? It's actually going to be something, an obstacle that they face in this turning point, something in nature. They think they're okay, they float down the river, and something in nature happens. Tell each other, what do you think? What do you think it is?